stealth appearance at the Loyola Marymount game. If you plan to be there, broadcast boy, watch your back.
What am I looking at?
And one more thing, Mike Jockey, stop bad-mouthing all the fine, upstanding CPAs of the state when you're introducing spreads on stats. My son-in-law is a CPA, and I will not stand for it. I'll put the Mothman curse on you, son. Doubt me at your peril. Signed, P666 listener, Mothman from Point Pleasant.
Wow.
So he was at the game, and there's the Mothman thing.
It's
I'll tell you something, Mothman. I'll punch you right in the face. Repeatedly and often.
Plus, he doesn't know you travel with security, so.
Yeah, I know the Mothman.
Oh, do you?
Well, I mean, I've already broadcast that. I think that's well-noted fact.
Move on.
Do we have a T-shirt in episode 800 that says, I know the Mothman?
Oh, that's a good question.
That'd be a good shirt. I'd probably be the only one that could wear it.
Guys, somewhere busy days going, well, I guess I better get in and work on that.
First thing I want Dave to do is put a doggone hanky for that poor buddy
poor
out
Jeff
there.
in Lumberport's killing him.
Yeah, I know.
Just
3
send
guys.
one of mine.
Yeah.
No, can't do
No,
that.
You can't do that?
We're not selling. We're not giving reused ones. Hey,
What's
3 guys.
wrong?
You shouldn't even be reusing yours, let alone Jeff in
that is
Lumberport.
There's nothing
using
wrong
it.
with a handkerchief.
That
do
is
you not have a
that is
handkerchief?
the most doggone filthy thing that has not
Hold
yet.
on. He just asked me, and you said, what?
Do you not have a handkerchief?
And was stunned. No, I don't have a handkerchief.
Why wouldn't you have a handkerchief?
Why would you? Get
Why do
Kleenex.
you have that
I'd go get a
stupid
Kleenex.
thing?
Well, right now, if you like something happened now,
I go get a doggone paper towel.
Or a Kleenex. That's what they're for.
What
Tissue.
are you? Are you 206, Ben Franklin? I mean, what are you doing?
You don't need a handkerchief because you're going to blow your nose and put it back in your pocket.
People started using that before paper.
Yeah,
I mean, that is the most
I always had a
ridiculous
handkerchief.
old man thing I've ever seen.
I always have a handkerchief.
It should
what
be
reason?
disposable. Get it out of you, and then you dispose of it. You don't put it back on your person.
Here, let me blow disease and germ into my face and stick it in my pocket, get it all over my hand, so the next time I have to use it, I'll stick my hand back in, get more disease on it, and then I'll blow it on my nose. Oh,
I try and get
he's
your back
doing
when
it again.
I try and get your back when I can. I cannot. I cannot in this. No, I don't have a hanky.
I have a hanky.
Do you have a handkerchief? He was stunned.
What if I burst into tears at some point?
Well, just
Use a paper towel.
Use your sleeve.
I hate to see it come to this. It's been a good run.
I did not know. That was like, don't have a handkerchief. I didn't know that was.
Here's what. Okay, now
I didn't know it was radioactive.
Now we're gonna go graduate level. Brad. Now we're gonna go graduate level on this. Do you know how bummed out he's been at me? Do you know how bummed out he's been at me through the years? We've known each other for 200 years. I'll go into his office during cold and flu season.
Yeah.
And I'll go I'm going to be talking. All of a sudden, I got a hack. So I'll just go, and I'll bring one up and spit in his garbage can. And my man,
he loses it.
He loses his mind. So I can't spit into a garbage can.
No, you can't.
And but it's totally bad doing that. But he can blow his nose, get all kinds of mucosiles on his face, and God knows what germs, and stick it back into his pocket.
Okay.
And I'm the bad guy.
Problem solved. Next time you go to his office and have to do that, ask to borrow his hanky. And just hack it right into the hanky and then give it back to him. Say, what's the problem?
Next time
What's the problem? You want me to go get a tissue or just want to use your hanky?
Well, wait a minute.
Just gonna use your hanky.
Okay, there's a difference between he came in and spit in my trash can. It's
got a liner.
I'm going to come to your house and spit on the floor.
That is kind of gross, too.
Hey, listen.
Probably shouldn't do that.
You know what I'm doing next time?
What?
I'm coming into your office. I'm going to go, yo, big boy. I'm going to pick your garbage can up, put it on your desktop, and I'm going to go one hand into one side of my nose and just do a complete blowout, clean out. Yes. Might get a neti pot. Just pour it back there and just double down on my nose in your garbage can.
Neti pot.
Neti pot reference. I don't think you're supposed
These
to
poor
use
people,
those.
they're texting in that their top fan on Spotify, and you jacklegs are talking about neti pots and looking it into his wastebasket. These poor people are spending 5,000 minutes listening to us right? You're talking, you got a handkerchief. No more.
Yeah, move on.
No more. No, I mean no more handkerchief. Move on, yes,
I'm
but no more
bringing a
handkerchief.
I'll never get rid of
They sell those little packs of tissues. You can get the little carry-on pack of tissues. Buy them for $1 in the Target aisle there where you can just buy individual servings of things. Just get one.
I
Just
would
get a
just
patent.
Got to remember, to him, $1 is $200,000.
put it out there to our listeners. Yes to handkerchiefs, no to handkerchiefs. That's all. See what our listeners say.
Thank you.
Okay.
Deal.
3 guys, I have to admit I was wrong. WVU football exceeded my expectations. I had to purchase Fubo TV in order to watch West Virginia's last 4 games, although I wasn't happy with the results with the Oklahoma game. This team was fun. Garrett Greene, Jaheim White combo brought back memories of White and Slayton. Okay, maybe a little bit. Coach Brown, very likable. I think he could end up being another Don Nealon even though he has started out a little bit slower than Don. But maybe, after a few off-season adjustments, a few transfer pickups, West Virginia could be better next year if most of the star players come back. By the way, I noticed that Musa Cisse was cleared to play for Ole Miss. Now the NCAA needs to do the same for Raekwon Battle. Let's cheer on the men's soccer team. Keep up the great work. Going for episode 800. Won't happen. Signed by Hot Rod in Woodbridge, Virginia.
That's is that Saturday, Tony? A Saturday?
Saturday at 2. They moved the women's game up to noon. So you can go over to Coliseum, watch the women's game noon. They got the St. Bonaventure Bonnies.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can go right across the parking lot there and go watch the guy that you hired as the men's soccer coach. He was on our show on Sportsline this week.
You still doing that?
Personally, not often.
True that.
This time of year, not a whole lot. I'm here during the summer.
Like Johnny Carson.
Yeah. Texter, Professor Vinny here. I thought I'd add some stats and clarification to those individuals complaining about 8-4 football seasons. West Virginia football has been consistently playing 10 or more games since 1913, so it's about 110 years. In approximately 38% or 34% of those seasons, they've had 8 or more wins. That means in 72 seasons, or 66% of the time, they've had 7 wins or less. Go deeper in the numbers. Furthermore, 21 of those 8-win seasons have come when West Virginia was a member of a conference 55% of the time. Regardless, it's a lot easier to get 8 wins when you're playing in the Southern Conference or you're playing Rutgers, Temple, and BC, with all due respect. The point is, winning is indeed hard. I'll take 8-4 in the Big 12 over 8-4 in the Big East. Side note, you want to have a good chuckle, go back and look at some of the teams that West Virginia played back in the 28, 37, 69 season. We're talking Richmond, West Virginia Wesleyan, Fordham, Waynesburg, VMI, Western Maryland, William and Mary, and I swear to goodness, Davis and Elkins College.
All due respect.
Yeah. There are some absolutely crazy funny things that if you go back into the late 1800s and the early 1900s, I mean, I'm talking, you think Wild Wild West right now as far as eligibility, the guys that played in games back then was comical. Mm-hmm. I mean, there were dudes that are like grown-ass men that just, they'd pop them in there. Well, there's a guy would play over here on a weekend, then go play in a professional league over in Ohio. And, you know, it's just funny stuff. I mean, it's just kind of funny stuff. Last one, Robert and Big Chimney. I know it's too late to comment on the Baylor game, but the Mountaineer football team literally snatched a victory from the jaws of defeat. How many times have we said they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory? And then he said this, by the way, that popcorn, he's talking about Mountaineer Munch, is great with 3 exclamation points. It truly is. I had not tried it yet. I saw it being made. They sent video out and showing the people there in Shepherdstown making it Mountaineer popcorn. And then I got a bag. Well, we had the bags here.
Yeah.
And then I opened it. It was just
speechless.
It was there it is right there. It was like one of the first time I drank the Kirchervale beer. It was like, holy cow, this is really, really good. You won't go wrong. I'm giving you my 100% seal of approval on that stuff. If you like chocolate, if you like light peanut butter flavor and that great caramel, it just is. Get it before December 10.
Get you some.
Where do you get it?
Episode800.com. Episode800.com. That's where you get that from.
No handkerchiefs, though, available.
They do not. No, they do not.
Which have apparently fallen out of favor anyway.
Yeah, I guess it would be
1963. They found
Do you have suspenders there? Spats? Men's garters for socks. Collars.
Pocket watch. Train whistle.
Top hat. What did you say? Train whistle?
Train whistle. Because like a pocket watch.
He could be a pocket watch.
Boy.
Chain that goes right there too.
Anything I'm missing?
Those rubber coin purses.
Dungarees.
Hey, so again, let's have a meeting right now in front of everybody.
Okay.
So basketball plays
Friday.
We'll just come in and do a show Monday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because we'll wrap up the St. John's basketball game. Look ahead to
Wrap
Pitt.
up the soccer game.
Yep.
Women's basketball is playing Saturday, Monday. They're going Saturday, Monday. So we'll do a Monday show.
Yeah. Heavy week of basketball coming. St. John's, then Pitt, then Drexel.
Ooh. Yeah, it's big. Can
But-
you get two?
That's a hard stretch. Pitt's playing well. St. John's is better. Drexel's got Zach Spreaker, Morgantown native coach of Drexel's got a really good team. They rolled last night over Lafayette. Yeah. It's a tough stretch. Well, I mean, the rest of the season's
guess
a tough
what?
stretch. Yeah, it's going to be a tough stretch.
Well,
But you got to get what you can.
Three more those, and then those three and the 9-game stretch. Kirk Harisa then becomes eligible after that. That will be a massive addition, obviously.
Yes, and yes. Okay, so all business, I think, is in order. Special thank you to Daniel's Men's Store of Morgantown for sponsoring Garrett Greene to come on the program.
That was a lot of fun. You know, we had him on just 2 days before practice started back in August and got him back 5 days after the season ended. That was a fun, talk about the season going fast. That was a fast run, but what a difference in just that 3 months, wasn't it?
Well, what a high-character guy to come back here after Hoppy assaulted him. Right?
I think you were totally fine.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. I thought I was too.
But no, all kidding aside, think about this. Think about it. When he was here 2 days before practice started, we legitimately like, okay, well, we knew he was going to be the quarterback. I mean, it was. But at the same time, it was like, okay, you're going to be the quarterback. I hope things go well. And then to listen to the numbers that he put out there now that the season's over, I mean, those are national numbers. What did he rank as the number among quarterbacks?
Seventh best quarterback grade in the country.
If you would have
That's
said,
what I'm saying. He didn't just have a good year.
No,
he had an elite year.
I mean, if you would have said before the season, if you would have quoted those numbers, say, here's what you need to achieve, you'd go, that's impossible.
He's not doing that.
That's impossible.
He can't do that. That's too much of a 1 year leap.
Right.
15-4. 15. I think, hey, Garrett, next time you come back, you need to throw 15 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. You need to run for over 700 yards, lead the Big 12 in rushing. You need to be the 7th best rated quarterback in the country. Can you do that for us? Yeah, I'll get on that.
If you would have said that or suggested that, we would have said, you dial it down. You're nuts.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Who's doing that in their first year as a starter? He did.
3 guys before the game brought to us by
and
Comax.
missed a game.
Yeah.
Almost basically two games.
Yeah, 5 plays of the Pitt game.
And those 4 interceptions weren't all on him.
3 guys brought to us by Comax Business Systems, keeping West Virginia's business data safe, secure, efficient for 25 years. By GoMart, go for good times. Go for GoMart. It's like a new Chuck Berry song. Go for GoMart. 3 guys also brought to us by Lou Wendell Marine Sales in St. Albans. They sell family fun. Visit Lou Wendell Marine Sales.com, and by the Conley CPA Group, providing value beyond the numbers.
I bet Jeff Jenkins has a handkerchief.
I think he does.
Does he go handkerchief because of Kercheval, or he just did that on his own?
Eastern Kanawha County grew up Eastern Kanawha County. That thing was a big train area too. A lot of handkerchiefs in that area. Well, he had train tracks right by his house.
What's that have to do with a handkerchief?
What's that have to do with a handkerchief?
You brought up like a train whistle and train in conjunction with handkerchief. What does one have to do with the other?
Handkerchiefs and trains are synonymous with each other. Oh, railroad guys always have like that red squared
Have
handkerchief.
anything to do with a railroad?
Oh yeah.
Now you're talking about trains. You're
There's a train station
out train guy.
There's a train station out
Ask
near
our train
Martinsburg.
guy. We have a train expert that listens to us.
Ted. You know me and
Ted
trains.
have a handkerchief?
I've been advocating for an international or for a domestic train system, and Ted squashed that down.
Well, Ted's probably got 17 different colors of handkerchiefs.
I bet he does.
Trains and handkerchiefs.
All aboard.
They all common that everybody knows trains and handkerchiefs.
All aboard. Make sure you have your handkerchief.
I'm sorry. Have you already named this episode? Because that should be the name of this episode. Trains and handkerchiefs.
Our music's done. See you.